Hi, Makers Movement friends. I'll apologize first off for a silly name on this video. The point of transference. I was feeling esoteric. The title is in regard to this balance in my personal life of being involved in board making, and culture and industry observation and participation. Okay? So there's this point where you go from doing and being a thing. So you go from doing and being it to talking about it and displaying it. And probably just because of my own makeup and limitations, I have a hard time relinquishing doing and being in order to talk about things. So you'll see long gaps in my production of content and my production of media. And the reason is because I spend like months thinking of the things that you guys see me say in 2 minutes or 20 minutes, and it can take a long time before I feel prepared to talk about or display or demonstrate something. And that's not necessarily a strength. I mean, I could be much more productive in content, and probably I could be so much more productive in so many ways, but I don't feel too badly about that. So this is my mind today. I thought, I want to tell the Makers Movement that the reason I can say anything that it might be of value or help to you is because I did things that had value. And that's why sometimes you wait a really long time between things I say. But what's nice is that in the meantime, you are all doing and saying things of great value. I mean, my mind was blown just at the contributions on the page, in the group. You guys are you're really dialing in. I've tried to make this group not like so many other groups. So many other groups are great. I love the groups, and there's more than one way to do something, but I wanted the Makers Movement to be, wanted it to be people equipping and helping each other. And I wanted to move away from, I wanted the Makers Movement to be not just a show and tell, here's what I did. I wanted the Makers Movement to be people building relationship and, building a community of people who collaborate. And, some of you guys have really, you've got Miklos, and you've got Johnny Manic, and you've got, oh my gosh, it's hard for me with the names sometimes, but you've got the way that Johnny's video got shared. Wound up, the post for approval wound up in some sort of a glitch matrix, but wound up coming through twice to me on the reload, and so I just posted it twice. This is the kind of thing that I really envisioned as like the top best form for the Makers Movement. So I wanted to take a few minutes, and I'm not apologizing to you guys for not creating a lot of media. We've also got Good Roads on here doing amazing. He's YouTube, his Good Roads, and his name is not in my brain, nor is it written down, because I'm just sitting here with a fresh veneer pack today. I laid up a pack of veneer to go in my press. I'm going to be just checking out a minor press repair. You guys may have noticed I have bent cross beams on my press. Before I put these 3 boards worth of veneer in there, I'm going to go to the metal supply place and purchase a couple of spars of C-bar to reinforce those bent. I'll take them off and hammer them straight, and then I'll put the C-bar over the top, and problems will all be solved. And I thought also, while 3 boards laid up might be interesting to you, I think one thing that will be interesting is, you can see I've got plastic between, and these plastics have been crushed so many times. Look at all that. But I thought you guys might like to see a little splice job that I do on my boards. I like really wide veneer, and I have a bunch. This is 12, 13-inch veneer, and I've got a bunch of 10-inch colored veneer that I've wanted to use as center plies. But my 10-inch colored veneer won't work with that. So I've gone ahead and look at, I've got a splice with tape at the ends. No tape inside the Final Cut board, but these splices have got a bit of a gap in them. The gap is because the cuts are not perfectly straight. I didn't sand them out perfectly, and that gap does wind up in the deck. However, what I've noticed over the years is the gap does not wind up in the deck at the same width. My pressing somehow pushes things together. I'm very grateful for this serendipitous result. And not only does my press tend to squeeze gaps tighter, the extruded glue fills very well. And sometimes it will come through on a board. You'll see a little gap in the front and in the back where the shape cuts through that line. But I consider those to be artisanal inclusions that lend an air of authenticity to the handcrafted quality of this product. And I'm not really BSing. They really do. And I hope that you guys can have the same boldness to accept some of those. Now, if I had my druthers, I would spend a little time right there on that little, I'm going to point at it with my finger, right there on that little whizzer wheel tool back there. I would just go ahead and I'd wheel them a little smoother. Maybe I'd run a straight edge and whiz them a little smoother. I knife cut those with a guide, and they wound up with a tiny gap, and I made the decision. I said, I'm not going to fix that. Made boards anyway, and been making boards anyway, and they're really cool. And my customers come down here into my workshop and cut through with me. You know, that's my personals. What's not for, Life Skateboards is doing its thing, and it's terrific. And I'm helping to promote Life Skateboards and enjoying seeing a good craft brand there. But like for personal work, my very low, I'm not even a professional business anymore down here. This is hobby level volumes. So, but yeah, so today I've got a 3-pack here. It's not going in the press today. I won't be rolling glue today. Yesterday I moisturized some glue, and when you let glue sit a long time, sometimes you have to moisturize it a little bit, and we can talk about that too. But I wanted to greet you all, a big friendly greeting, and express my appreciation to all of you. Some of you are reading the post and just learning. If you're a person watching this and you're maybe not a member because you're not making boards yet, but you wind up making boards, you hit me up. Welcome to Kenneth Tucker. K-Tux just joined the Makers Movement, starting up pressing again. Big welcome to Kenny. And I'm stoked, I'm humbled, I'm challenged. I'm happy that you guys are sharing so well. And I appreciate everybody who watches this or listens to this. And I'll post this on my YouTube as well, since I haven't been posting on there, because I've been thinking big thoughts and I just can't make content when I'm trying to figure things out. I don't want to go off, I want to keep my powder dry and not go off half-cocked. So thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll be back at you soon. Makers Movement. Peace.